What's up, everyone? On my channel, I'm DJ, aka Talking Black Guy. And for the first time, hit that like button, subscribe button. So I just got back from seeing Twisters, the new movie, kind of a reimagination of the 1996 Twisters, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. And it's gonna give my thoughts and review about it. A little background about me to start off with. I was in the military. I was in the Marines. I was in the air wing, and one of my primary MOS with my job in the military was I was a 6821 talk observer, which is basically a weatherman. So I have a background in weather. I'm very fluent in weather science and meteorology and everything. So I have a better understanding of stuff and the terminology they use in these kind of movies. And I can call bullshit on certain things when they do it. But going into this movie, I kind of turned that part of my brain off because I already knew we were gonna have some kind of outrageous stuff. And this movie is ridiculous. The movie is ridiculous and stupid. It's over the top. I mean, it is you got people defying humans' feats in this thing. People standing next to tornadoes and not getting sucked up. Meanwhile, while you got a tractor trailer getting sucked up right next to them. It's just over the top and everything. But with all that said, man, I had a ball watching this movie. This movie was fun. I enjoyed pretty much every aspect of it. I mean, obviously, it has some stuff that are just like it's stupid and kind of roll your eyes about. But for the most part, it was very entertaining. Even the intro, you get like a little, I guess you call it like a little mini movie. Even those characters are interesting. The main characters were interesting. The one issue I thought was the rivalry between two groups was kind of dumb. You had the one group who was all about the science part, who they were trying to map a tornado. 'Cause like in the first one, we're trying to get the data. That was a big thing. You had like the professionals and like the amateur, not say amateurs, but like the not funded people. Where in this one you have the science people who are basically trying to map them by using this radar system, and then you have a YouTuber who's just doing it for the fun, and the thrill of it, and everything. So I didn't see where their rivalry met up, why they hate each other, but other than that, all the characters were for the most part interesting. I thought the story it made sense. The love story in it was kind of I don't know, kind of overdone and drug out a little bit. But again, I like the movie. It's over the top. Like I said, I try to turn my technical side of these movies around because this is just a good disaster movie. If you want to see some things get destroyed, some good CGI tornadoes, like these were top of the line CGI. Like the effects were really good. I was disappointed that we did not get see any cows, but we did get twins, if you know what I'm talking about. But no, for the most part, I enjoyed this movie. Um, what else? What else? Oh, what's the main character? Glenn Powell. This man is everywhere. Top Gun. The movie with the Korean pilot. He's doing a new back uh back the fire movie. Back Flash. What's it called? Uh, Backdraft. Backdraft. He's doing a remake of Backdraft. So this man. We might as well call him Mr. Remake from now on. But his acting was good. His character was over the top. He's a YouTube cowboy. He's called a tor- tornado wrangler or whatever. And he got a YouTube channel, and he got his cast of characters with him and everything. And they're all kind of eccentric and everything, especially his main buddy. And they have like a reporter following them. And on the other side, you have Addie, who is the scientist part of it, and she's trying to develop a system to basically kill the tornado by putting the stuff up in there. So that's where the two things, and it's kind of like they cross paths. And Addie has a friend that was part of her group that's now part of the bad guys group, per se. But I will say I like this movie because in the first one we were watching it from the perspective of the amateurs and stuff, not the professional people, I guess you would say. But this one you start off by watching it from the professional side, and the amateurs is like the dick and everything. I mean, you got them cutting them off on the roads and everything, so you kind of get a different perspective the first part of the movie, I per se. But there's just some stuff in the movie that's kind of dumb. Like you got them these people live out in Oklahoma, so the average people know what to do with the tornado, but you got them roving town saying, "Hey, you have to go over here." Like, yeah, duh, we know this. We live in Tornado Alley, so people should know. The town folks should know. And some of the superstitions, like I said, when you can when you can sit there as a man, probably about let's say 225 pounds, or even the girl, she's probably like 140 pounds, soaking wet, stand there next to an E4 tornado, and within like 300 meters. That's what they said it'd be, or like right up on it, and you're not even getting like tossed around, blown over, but a darn semi truck just sucked up next to you. Like, come on. I've been in these like storms where 60, 70 power winds. Even got to do a hurricane simulator where you had to stand in front of the winds to feel how you can't stand up in somebody like if it gets above like 60, 70 miles per hour, the sustained winds, you're not standing up. And like over 100 mile per hour winds, you can barely breathe sometimes. So that's just, the ridiculous of it. But you kind of come in these movies knowing it's gonna be over the top and everything. But for the most part, I said I enjoyed this movie. I think you should go check it out. It's a good disaster action flick, a good popcorn movie. Turn your brain off and have fun. I enjoyed it. It's some spots it gets kind of a little slow in it, but it's 2 hour movie. You're not sitting there for 3 hours getting bored to death. But just expect over the top stuff, some good CGIs, good characters, good stories, a lot of country music. But yeah, if I had to give a rating out of 10, I'll probably get a 7.5. I really enjoyed this movie. I enjoy these disaster movies like Volcano and San Andreas and Dante's Peak and just any kind of Day After Tomorrow. Uh, I love a good disaster movie, so I'm here for it. But I was actually surprised because Twister is one of my favorite movies growing up. So this did it. Now we didn't. There wasn't that big of a connection to the first one. We saw Dorothy at the beginning, but there was no other connection. I was hoping Addie, the main character, would have been the little girl we saw at the end that came out of the cellar with her family. But I realized that probably time wise, she'd be way older. But I wish there was some connection to some character from the first one so we get a better, or like maybe to Glenn Powell's character had some connection to someone in a previous movie or whatever. But or just have one of them from just have a cameo from the first one. I know then the main actor, I think he died. So Helen Hunt could have showed up or somebody from the first one. It would have been nice to see. But we saw Dorothy. They had a couple of, liners from the first movie, like, we got twins. But again, we didn't see the cows. I wanted some cows. But like I said, 7.5. Recommend the movie. Go see it in theaters because you want the sound and everything. But yeah, really enjoyed the movie. Go out and see it. And I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it tonight on Storms Live. So stay tuned for that. It'll be tonight, Sunday night at 7. If I get this video out before then, check us out. Till then, guys, y'all have a good one. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.